Mostly Hunting Podcast with Kyle and Nevin is brought to you by Fitzgerald Hossbuck brand scents, Deer Dander, VK, Vanilla Killa from the VHS days, Doe and Need, Rut and Rampage, Hossbuck, and more. Available at all major online and pro shop marketplaces nationwide. You can also get it at Snow's Indoor Outfitters and they can ship it to you. Handcrafted and bottled for the utmost quality and freshness by hunters for hunters since 1974.
This is Ryan Marsteller, and you're listening to the Mostly Hunting Podcast with my buddies Kyle and Nevin.
This is another episode of Mostly Hunting with my daddy and his buddy Nevin, presented by Snow's Indoor Outfitters.
Hey, this is Eric Aiken. Here comes another episode of the Mostly Hunting Podcast with Kyle and Nevin.
Okay, video is recording. Audio is recording. Check, check, check. Don't do that. I don't have the wind catchers on them.
Oh, shit.
I mean, shoot. Crap, my phone's almost dead.
Better plug that in.
Put it on silent.
Did we?
You clapped way too early. Wasn't even sitting down. Now go ahead.
Oh, okay.
But now there's two claps on the waveform. So oh my god,
Is this gonna be?
we're gonna get this figured out one of these
days.
Welcome to episode 18.
18. Welcome back. We're here with Nevin and Kyle again.
And Randy.
And Randy's here. Hi,
Come on.
Randy. So archery season is in full swing.
Yep.
We are
Saturday 2 is down.
Yep. And we're in depression mode.
I'm in the October lull.
I guess you could say the same for me.
Personal October lull.
It's been long. There has been some good luck around me though. And good friend Dustin, he got a nice buck.
Yep.
This past week. His dad shot a nice buck. His brother, which is also a good friend of mine, shot a really nice buck.
I haven't seen Denny's or Kyle's yet.
They're both really nice.
Yeah, they came down here with Elena's. Oh, by the way,
Yeah.
Elena killed a heck of a buck.
Oh gosh, what a monster.
Yeah.
She's Kyle's, which is Dustin's brother's daughter, so Dustin's niece.
Cute as a button out of a girl.
She really is. But she killed a monster on, what was that, Saturday morning?
Yeah, because they brought it right down here after. Well, yeah. So Saturday.
Yeah. It's a Saturday.
They brought it right down here. Checked into the buck pool. She's currently in the lead.
Oh yeah.
Yep. It was a 20-inch 12-point.
20-inch 12-point. Yeah, it was a heck of a buck.
Yep. So yeah, it was.
And that's not her first big deer either. She killed a big one last year. Her brother also killed a nice one this year already. Mm-hmm. He scored in early.
Yeah, they didn't. Maybe he wasn't signed up for the buck pool. They never brought his down yet.
Oh, that's strange.
But they also had just got hers out of the woods, so it was just convenient to bring him down.
Just to run him down. But
so
the whole Crum family just
that's what
doing real good.
Everybody asked about the leader. I'm like, well, their last name is Crum. So.
They got the golden horseshoe this year, and I can't be more happy for them.
Yeah,
awesome.
Absolutely. It's a good family to have some good luck.
Yep, absolutely. Couldn't ask for a better group of people.
Yep, good group of guys.
So congratulations to y'all. Another Kyle Pratt, one of the ones I go out to Kansas with, his daughter Raylan shot a nice buck
good
the other night. That was congratulations. So yeah, they're the old Kansas families are.
Yeah,
they're doing pretty good.
All but Nev. And is Derek?
Derek's still on the prowl, I think.
Yeah.
I haven't seen any photos from him. He's probably busy too.
Yeah.
But so I mean, great for them, and hopefully they can have more luck.
There's been quite a bit of good luck around. I made the first weekly post of the buck pool entries on.
Yeah, there was quite a
I think
few
it was Sunday
already.
I think I'm up to 12 total now.
We
got 2 in the $50 so far. We gotta come up with a day and a time.
Oh yeah,
to score.
Yep.
But I've been telling them we want to make sure there's more than one.
Right.
You know, we might as well wait until there's a few buck.
Yep. And I'm sure that they can, by the time they get their stuff to the taxidermist and stuff, they'll just get the rack back with the skull plate and stuff, and that's fine. They can bring that in whenever.
Yeah, just make sure you have the tag on it.
Yes, because you never know when somebody else might stop in.
Speaking of somebody else stopping in, so I met with our local game warden. I called last week sometime. I just had a couple questions, and I was like, I'd like to start a nice working relationship. Let them know I own the local bow shop and everything. And so I called into the dispatch there, and of course they can't just transfer you or give any phone numbers or anything. They're like, we can't. I'm like, well, just here's my phone number. Give it to them if they are interested in meeting, or just give me a call or whatever. That's fine.
Love to meet him.
Yeah. He's like, what do you? I said, I just want to say hey and introduce myself and everything. If I said I run a buck pool, so if there's something a little fishy with one of them, maybe I can have somebody to get a hold of. He stopped in the next day actually. Really nice fella.
That was quick.
Yeah. With a chick that he was training in. I'm horrible with names. Let me go get it. I don't feel like walking over. Anyway. Super nice guy. Maybe he doesn't want me giving his name out on the internet anyway.
Yeah,
but,
maybe not. But
he was a nice guy. I had one question for him. So last week we had talked about the vanilla scented stuff.
yes, like
Nose jammer.
Nose jammer.
Yes, that's the one. I used it in a different state. Maybe I won't say that state just in case it's not legal.
No.
No, it's legal. I checked the local laws where we were.
Gotta know.
So, last
they
week,
sell it here at like Walmart.
Yeah,
Stuff like that.
for sale everywhere and around. So, last week I went to say something. You're like, ooh, maybe not. So afterwards, you said it's not legal. So I was like, okay, but
We're gonna make sure.
yeah. So since I don't use it in PA, I wanted to make sure that we could spread the word if it's not completely okay to use. So I called, and after a little bit of a mix-up, I was told it was legal, and then when the warden stopped, he assured me that it was not legal.
Okay. So for everybody listening, it is not legal to use vanilla cover scent.
Any food scented, so apple,
Food-based.
cherry, vanilla, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I said, even like it's just a cover-up. I'm not spraying on the ground, nothing.
Yeah.
Just
not
on
trying to
myself.
use it for bait. I'm just trying
Yeah.
to use it to cover my scent.
Yep.
Still illegal.
Yep.
No.
So nose jammer, no go.
No go. Unfortunately, it's a no go.
Yep.
I don't
But
know.
hey, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know in Kansas it's legal. Other states you'll have to check their regulations and stuff like that. I don't know about them, but I'm pretty sure as any state that is legal to bait on,
That makes sense. Yeah.
you would probably be able to use it. I would assume.
So if you're some of our friends to the west in Ohio, yeah,
Probably.
go for it.
Yeah. Make sure you look it up though.
Right, yeah, I guess I shouldn't say go for it. I didn't call your game wardens. What else was I going to say? No, I've been checked quite a few times.
Yeah, I've gotten.
And I've
checked.
never had a warden come up and sniff me.
No.
Say, is that vanilla I'm smelling on you?
Say, yeah, I had a candle lit.
Yeah, I like candles.
Or
But-
it's your like car scent stuff.
Yeah, I got one of the mini pine trees.
Yeah,
The little
it's just
little
vanilla
trees are called.
scented.
Yeah. But yeah, just want to let some people know because I was unaware, so thank God I haven't used it most of my hunting career.
Yes.
Dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, I haven't used it at all. I did use it in Kansas a couple of times when we were out there. I used the nose jammer stuff. So, yeah, but that's good to know. Good information in case it was unclear before. I know in the book I was reading it and it says about food-based scents and baits and stuff like that. It was not legal, so that's kind of where I left off from there. I just figured I wouldn't use it.
Yeah. Oh, since we're on the subject, is it 35 or 40 pounds in PA?
Oh, I think it's 35.
Is it 35?
I'm pretty certain that it's 35.
I got to look it up because I don't know how many times a week I'm like, it's either 35 or 40. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty certain it's 35. Just
Please hold.
in Pennsylvania, the minimum draw weight for a bow is 35 pounds.
35 pounds. There it is.
For crossbows, the minimum draw weight is 125 pounds.
Okay.
These requirements apply both to archery deer and archery bear seasons, which also have regulations on broadhead dimensions. Broadhead's outside diameter or width must be at least 7/8 of an inch. A broadhead's length cannot exceed 3.25 inches. For anybody that's unclear.
There it is. Now we know. Now I can tell everybody 35 pounds instead of
35 pounds. I remember there was one year, I believe it was Kyle Crum. He had shoulder surgery. So he had to turn his bow way down. I believe it was 35.
Huh.
And I think he killed a really nice buck that year.
Goes to show you don't need 85 pounds. It's just cool to say.
Yeah, exactly. As long as it's close enough.
Speaking of 85 pounds, I've been shooting this thing at 120 yards.
Oh, yeah?
With the Grim Reapers. And so I had Nolan video me today. I'm going to post it on the Facebook. And I understand that, yeah, they're mechanicals. They're supposed to fly like field. This is another PSA I'm going to say on the podcast here. So, yeah, I just want to kill something with these Grim Reapers so I can experience it. Me or Nolan. I forget if I said this last week. Did we talk about the Grim Reapers last week?
I think we might have mentioned them.
I've always been against these, the ones that fold back from the front. Because when I was younger, my dad and uncles and everybody said, like, if you hit, quartering away, it's going to go like this and that. But back then, bows didn't have near the power that they do now.
Right.
And also, low poundage shooters, in my opinion, should not be shooting expandables.
No, they should be cut on contact.
I tell people 60 pounds. Does that sound about right?
Yeah, probably about right, I would say.
I think 60 is about, personally, as light as that would go. Now, the speed broadheads, have you seen those?
Yes. They're supposed to be
like
lighter poundage bows.
You can shoot a 15-pound bow and it'll open, they say.
Yes.
I don't know. But, so I kind of missed the boat on those. I got emails from, I forget who even sells them. But before they were even released. And I was like, oh, another broadhead company making another expandable that looks just like a Rage. Don't they look like a Rage?
They do look like a Rage because the guy that makes them he was the original Rage guy.
I did know that.
So that's why they look like a Rage.
Yeah.
That's
so I didn't even give them any
guess.
mind. I was just like, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, another expandable freaking broadhead. And then I've been hearing a lot about them. I'm like, shoot.
Yeah. Apparently they're not just another.
Yeah, I also obviously
broadhead.
didn't look at the price back then, or else I'd have known. I think they might be more expensive than the Beast.
Oh, no kidding.
They're expensive.
Wow, I didn't. I didn't know a price point on them.
Yeah, it's a point, and it's up there.
Proud of them.
I mean, hey, if
they're good,
sounds like they're worth it.
Work, yeah. That's what really matters is how they perform.
Right.
Oh
yeah, but anyway, where I was going with that, I've been shooting this at 120 yards with these broadheads and everything. Now that I have a little bit of time to tinker with my stuff, like I can get everything dialed in. All 5 of my arrows in there weigh exactly 496 grains.
Very uncommon.
Yeah, they weigh. They're the X10 Parallel Pros. They're about as precise as you can get in an arrow. And then those Grim Reapers. I mean, they're not super high precision. They're just broadhead. But I took everything apart and I put it all on a piece of cardboard and numbered everything. Like they're all numbered. I got my arrows all numbered
on there.
And then I got the broadheads numbered. And got everything weighing just the same. So I can shoot this at 120 yards. And obviously I'm not hitting the bullseye.
I've seen some of the groups though.
But I'm telling you what,
for 120 yards.
It's a freaking laser down there. And it's not a terrible high arc. And I can get to 120 on this sight without...
Now what's your poundage on this one?
85.
85?
Yeah. And I'm shooting just over 290 feet per second. 28-inch draw. 500 grain arrow.
It's impressive. Extremely impressive.
As you can see, I took my front stabilizer off.
Yes.
I was at
sidebar.
I just got the sidebar. I'm running just the sidebar now. And I like it so far. So
what do you think of the phone mount?
I just put that on there. I got that because I want to film some of me and Nolan's hunts. That's Painted Arrow.
Painted Arrow.
Yep, okay. And it comes with a thing you put on the back of your phone. Because even if it's MagSafe, the mag on that is you put your phone on there and it's
solid.
It's on there. But I had it on a walking stick for videoing Nolan, and then I was going out Saturday by myself, and I was like, I'm gonna throw it on there. So I was like, yeah, what the heck, try to video something. I didn't get to shoot anything, but oh yes, my PSA for broadheads. People, please understand this. Even if it says flies like a field tip, that's my biggest pet peeve of advertisement in archery. Said it for years.
Flies like a field point.
Flies like a field point. It does not hit where your field point does 9 times out of 10.
Right.
I will say these Grim Reapers hit exactly where my field points hit.
And the beast, I've only shot the practice tip, but it was right there.
Even the rage,
perfect.
Like I never had to move much with a rage, but I still had to move my sight a little bit.
Yeah, I've had to move mine with rage.
Yeah,
so in the last couple of years, it seems like it's been a lot better.
Has it?
Yeah, I really haven't had to adjust for my broadheads at all.
I get so many calls. I won't say what most of the people are shooting, vertical or horizontal bow. It's nobody's business, and it doesn't matter. But they'll call and say, I've been shooting my weapon all year and shooting tight groups, and as soon as I put my broadheads on, the one guy's like, I missed the whole target. I'm like, well, okay. And of course, you gotta let them talk. And I don't like telling them that because I don't want them to think I'm talking down to them or anything. But
right,
broadheads hit differently, especially if it's fixed blade.
Oh,
so
definitely.
This Z7 Extreme, I got 3 bows set up right now that I could take to the woods. I got the Matthews, the Prime Form 34, and my Z7 Extreme. I put muzzies on that because it's an older bow.
Yeah,
I wanted to go classic.
Go classic with the
muzzies on the
you
Z7
can't beat
Extreme.
the old muzzies, though.
Dude, it's
good, solid setup.
Yep. And I was just talking to somebody in here. It's like when we were younger, you know how many deer we killed with muzzies and nothing fancy?
Yeah, it was like the go-to broadhead.
Oh,
every show you watched on TV.
Yeah.
Muzzy broadhead.
Fitzgeralds are still with muzzy.
Yep.
Yeah. So anyway, that Z7 Extreme is tuned absolutely perfectly because again, I have some time in here to tinker with my stuff. Like it is 100% a bullet hole from at the right at the target to. I only went back like 10 yards or whatever, but it's a bullet hole, bare shaft, and I put those muzzies on the broadhead or on the arrows. It was 8 inches to the left and 3 inches high, and I only shot one of the broadheads, but I shot it like 3 or 4 times, same exact spot.
Huh. Yeah, I mean they're gonna shoot a little different.
Mm-hmm. They fly straight, With I mean, it's not like it's flying funky. It's just hits in a different spot. So
that happens. Sometimes you get lucky and you throw a fixed blade on there and it's just doop, right there too, and you're like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
But
it is what it is.
Not all the time. It depends on the bow, depends on the shooter, and a little bit of grip error or something like that's you're gonna see that.
Yeah.
A lot. With your broadhead, especially a fixed blade, but. It's just sight it in. That's all you got to do. And
so that's just my little.
And practice with the broadhead before you go hunting,
please.
Just so you know.
Even if nobody except G5 gives you a practice, and the Beast.
Beast does,
but
if you get the right ones.
Yes, that they don't all come with a practice head.
No. There's I think the new one, the new titanium ones, perhaps. Might be a 3-pack, but does not contain a practice head.
Yeah.
The original Beast, you get 2 broadheads and a practice head. Now their price point's a little bit higher, but from what I've seen, not that I've gotten to use one yet, but from what I've seen, they're very good broadhead.
I will say I've got the Schwackers on this Prime, and they're really cool because they have a little set screw that stays in the broadhead. It's just always in there, and when you want to practice with it, you take that out and you put it in a upper hole, and you can shoot that broadhead and it keeps it shut.
That's very nice.
It's very nice.
You're practicing with your heads, but not dolling your blades and your target.
Yeah,
that would be fantastic.
You can't beat that.
There's another broadhead that does that. Is it the Severs you can lock in?
Yep.
And practice with them? It's a very nice feature. Rages, they no longer come with the practice head. I was using the practice head from way back in the day.
I have a few in a box out here that I've been thinking about selling.
Yeah. Be a good thing to sell. Yeah, I have some left over from when they actually did come with a practice head, which was extremely nice.
Yeah.
Wish they still did that.
Wink, Rage, and every other broadhead manufacturer. So Grim Reaper makes a practice head that you can
You
buy.
just got to buy them separately.
Yeah. But, and I will give Grim Reaper, they give you 4 broadheads for $50.
Yeah, that's a deal. You can't beat that.
It's like a sword
And
lily. That's
good.
hard to beat.
And it's good broadhead. Wesley, our good buddy Wesley, killed a doe the other day
Did he?
with a Grim Reaper.
Nice.
Yeah.
My dad killed so my dad got open heart surgery last year, like a month before archery season. Came down, bought a crossbow from Rich. I told him he could have waited a few months. But so he killed, actually I think it was the night he bought it. He went out and killed a doe last year with a Grim Reaper. Loved it. And then killed one I forget what night it was last week. Killed a real nice doe with it. And she went up, made a loop, and came back and died. I think he watched her go down.
Awesome.
My nephew Ben killed his buck last year out of the crossbow with Grim Reaper. I mean,
They seem like an excellent head. I've heard nothing but good things about them. You hardly ever, or I have yet to see or hear anything negative.
right.
I think they're a pretty solid setup as far as the broadhead goes.
If anybody listening remembers Dorn's Archer Barn, I think that's all they sold.
Just Grim Reaper.
Yep. And they are made in the USA still.
That's
100%.
That's good. That's hard to find too.
So yeah, that's another reason I put it on this bow, because right now I believe every inch of this.
It's American made.
Yes.
Take pride in that.
I know, it's pretty cool. That's a big reason why I pretty much only sell Easton. It's the only American made arrow. I do have some others, and I know it's about what the consumer wants, not what you want. But
It's not about you.
Yeah.
It's about the consumer.
yeah, call yourself Chicken Wing. Yeah, no, next year I'll get some more gold tips and victories and stuff for people. But
Yeah, I know a lot of people like gold tips.
and I've shot the Pierce Platinums and the regular Pierce and stuff. They're really good arrows.
Yeah.
I love micro diameter arrows.
Oh yeah, me too.
Huge fan.
I'm a
4
big
millimeter.
fan of 'em.
Freaking love them.
I don't have them, but I like them. I have just the Easton Axis 5 millimeter. They're a small diameter, but not micro.
Yeah. The victories also, out of this bow actually for a little while I was shooting the Victory Rip XV, the Extreme Velocity, and I had a 200 spine, and they were like 9.9 GPI at a 200 spine,
Wow.
which is crazy light.
Yeah, for that stiff of a spine, that's
And that arrow was I think it was at 410 grains, something like that, and I was getting like, I forget how fast, it was fast.
all threes.
Yeah,
for sure.
well over 3.
And so, how's your archery season going so far?
So we didn't get out at all last week because the bow shop and Nolan finished up football on Saturday. He had his last game.
Oh, that's good. You'll have some free time then.
Yeah, so cheerleading's over, football's over. So now all we have going on for sports is Lucy's basketball and dance. Nolan's right now, and he says he's going to take the whole winter off. He's not going to play basketball. He's not wrestling anymore, and they just want to ski.
Yeah,
We went to the Peak last year.
that's what they love doing.
Yeah, and I think this will be their 6th year skiing. They did 4 or 5 years at Mount Pleasant, and then last year we did the Peak because me and Alex wanted to ski too.
Yeah,
But this
it
year
is fun.
Yeah, Nolan's like, I've played sports my whole life. I just want to take a season off. And me and Alex are like, you're 9 years old.
Your
bro."
whole life.
Yeah, like, all right, hey, whatever, dude.
Yeah,
But
that's what he wants to do.
so yeah, I'm gonna start getting some people to hang out at the shop down here in the evening, and get Nolan out. But we went out Saturday morning. I went out by myself, so Nolan went camping with his buddy. So it was kind of nice. So I got out in the tree by myself for the first time. It's early in the season. It's not.
Yeah, we're still.
Yeah, but just I didn't see much. I seen 2 doe a little bit further away than I wanted to shoot. They were like 60, 65 yards. But I texted you the other day. I think I might break my 20-yard rule.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Now I'm not talking nothing crazy.
No.
40 probably
Yeah,
I'm absolute max.
That's pretty much my max in the woods is 40.
And it's gonna have to be
Anything
like-
beyond that, there's just so much that can go wrong.
Yeah.
Limbs, stuff, you can't see little limbs and stuff like that just sticking out,
Yeah.
or even a blade of goldenrod or something can throw you off a little bit. But yeah, 40 yards is pretty much my max
Yeah.
for a first shot.
Oh yeah.
Second shot, there is no
hold barred.
or
Yep.
no, yeah. I'm traditionally shooting 130 yards if the opportunity presents itself after the first shot.
If you
40 or
on the
less.
first,
yeah, if I hit it at 40 or less on the first shot.
Yeah. At that point, it's like, I mean, you already got an arrow in it.
Exactly.
I
want to get another one in it if it's, a questionable shot or something. So I don't find anything unethical about a follow-up shot that's farther than necessary.
I agree with that. Fully agree with that. But yeah, I've mentioned before that I have a strict 20-yard rule my whole life. Even when I was hunting with a compound all year round, that's the way I was taught since I was a kid, and again, bows are a lot more efficient.
Yeah, and anymore, I mean, 40 yards is pretty standard.
40's a new 20.
Yeah, with the new bows and stuff like that, all the new technology, I feel 100% confident at 40 with my current setup and setup before that. I wouldn't have any issue with that as long as it's I got a good opening and there's nothing I can see in the way.
Yeah.
And sometimes excitement gets the best of you and there's something in the way that you didn't see.
Yeah.
But that can happen at 20 yards too.
Yeah. So yeah, I went out Saturday morning. I didn't see a whole lot. Got out of there, came and worked the shop. My cousin Brian, who was on the podcast, helped me out. Thank the Lord he was here Saturday. It was a madhouse.
Was it?
In here. Oh my gosh.
Now, what is it with now? What are people coming in here for?
Lots of
during
crossbows.
The season. Lots of crossbows.
A lot of crossbows.
String problems.
We had two. It was kind of funny. We had two killer instincts that the bolt retention clip had broke. So luckily I didn't have any parts for it. One was Corey Jordan's kid, Trip, I believe it was Trip. Then another guy, I don't remember who that was. But anyway, I ripped open two killer instinct boxes and took them all apart, replaced parts on their bows and stuff, and so they appreciated that. So now I got to get a hold of Killer Instinct and get a couple new pieces so I can sell those crossbows.
Got a couple useless crossbows in here.
But what else? Not a whole lot for compounds. Just people needing stuff. Broadheads and arrows and I used to be guilty of it. I'd pick my bow up, maybe a month before season or whatever.
Yeah, and start shooting a little bit.
Yeah, and then I'd be like, oh, well, I need this. Well, I got a week. Well, I got a few days. And then, I'd be in here.
No, it's not going to be good for another.
Yeah, if Rich would have done a podcast, he'd be like, well, Kyle was here again on the third day archery, blah, blah, blah. It was just crazy busy.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of people that are just getting into archery. They want to try it out that have been getting the compound set up, which I'm very excited more people are trying to get into it. And I don't want to burst their bubble and be like, listen, if it was me, I wouldn't be going out this season.
Yeah, I'd probably be holding off and practicing for a year or whatever. But
if they want to get into it, if they get lucky and kill a deer and they're hooked for the rest of their life, more power to them. I just
so be it.
Pray that they don't go out there and wound one because that can really ruin archery for someone.
Yeah, it can. It's a terrible feeling, and no one loves that.
No.
It's happened. I've had them get away, but it's only been, in 23 years of bow hunting, I think I've had maybe 3.
Knock on wood, I've wounded 2. One, I was 15 or 16. Must have been 16 because I was by myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. It was 16.
It was a pretty nice 8-point, and I still had my old, I think I had a High Country. It was either High Country or Golden Eagle, my first bow. And this buck, I didn't know yardage. I'm pretty sure he was like 40 yards. And he was like I said, pretty nice 8-point. And I was using, do you remember those broadheads? They had like a cartridge that and the ferrule had dots in it like a golf ball. I just found a pack of the replacement cartridges the other day here. I was using those, and I think I only had 85 grain broadheads. Who knows what kind of arrow? And I let it rip at about 40 yards and hit it right in the shoulder blade.
Oh,
like you heard it. So we tracked it all that night, and then the next day, I forget if that was a Friday. I don't think I had school the next day, but my cousin Greg. He came out and we walked. It was across from Josh's. We walked that whole piece of woods all day long, and
I'm sure he was fine.
I'm sure he lived. And then last year, I plucked the string on the recurve and hit a doe in the brisket, and I got a picture of it later in the year. So,
yeah, unfortunately, it's a part of it. It's going to happen to everyone sooner or later, so it does happen. But if it's because, you just bought a bow and decided, yeah, I'm going to go hunt tomorrow.
Yeah.
You could have prepped a little better.
Yep. I had a young lady in here today. I think she was 16. So she said she went to Cathedral Prep, and a few of her girlfriends are into archery, and she wanted to get into it.
Oh.
And they were the nicest people. Her and her dad came in. He's a big waterfowl hunter. He's like, I'm not into archery at all. He said, I bought this bow for his older daughter. She wasn't into it. He said she was really into archery until I bought her a bow, and then not.
And then didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, and then his younger daughter come in. We got her all set up and everything, and moved her peeps where it needed to be, and showed her, little new archers. They always, they always got their head in trying to look at the peep like this, and their jaw's usually too long or too short. It's never just right. So I worked with her for a little while on her form and how to do it, and she walked out of here hitting the bullseye pretty well with her.
Awesome.
Was that the ghost or was that Randy?
I think it might have been Randy.
Oh, thank
I
goodness.
don't see him anywhere.
But
I'm not sure
yeah,
if it was the ghost.
like I told her dad, I'm like, that's really cool at Cathedral Prep that she's got, a few friends that archery hunt.
Yeah. It's not really typically a school that you would think.
Yeah, not really.
Big art,
Not me anyway. Yeah.
Well,
But yeah, it's cool seeing the new, especially girls.
yeah.
It's awesome seeing the younger girls getting into archery.
Yeah, for sure. Any kid getting into it, it's a good thing. Keep
Yeah.
it going.
Oh, so me and Nolan, we keep getting off track. Me and Nolan, we did not hunt Sunday. We went down to the Browns-Steelers game, left at 6 or 7 in the morning, and then got home last night about 6 or 7. So we didn't get to hunt at all.
That's a long day.
It was a very long day. We could not wait to get home. And then me and Nolan, we went out this morning, set up on a scrape that I'd freshened up Saturday morning, hoping something would come check it. I didn't have a camera to put on it this weekend, so I don't know if anything ever came to it. Looked like it'd been worked this morning when we got back to it, but not super, like it wasn't this morning that it worked it or anything. Sat there and didn't see anything. Saw more deer driving to and from in the side by side.
That's typical.
I seen him. I didn't tell Nolan when I saw it, but we were coming past this one field. They just cut just a strip of the corn around the outside, and looked like a pretty decent 8-point standing in there. And I didn't even say nothing to Nolan because he didn't be like, "Hey, can we hunt over here? Can we hunt there?"
Playing the jump around game, chasing the tail like I always do.
Yep, that's what he said this morning. So he's always like, "Can we hunt here? So and so killed a buck over there. So and so killed a buck over there." And it's years ago that they killed something. I'm always like, "Sure, man. I don't care.
Wherever you want to go.
Whatever." So this morning we were sitting there, and he's like, Daddy, it seems like every time we hunt in a spot, when we want to go somewhere else, there's always a deer on the camera where we hunted the last time." I'm like, "Yep, that's hunting, buddy."
That's how it goes.
And that is the evil part of a cell cam.
Yep. This past week, I was hunting, and I decided not to hunt my scrape. I decided to go to the one back corner, which is about 150 yards from my scrape. Mm-hmm. And about 6:30, there was a pretty nice buck on camera at the scrape, about 150 yards from me.
Son of a gun.
Never seen him. Haven't seen him since. He was all right. I hadn't had any pictures of him before. He just showed up once, and now he's into the abyss again. But which he could be right there, just not walking in front of my camera. Mm-hmm. He was. I think I would have shot him. The one buck that I was hoping to shoot is definitely the nicest one I have on camera. He's since disappeared. I haven't seen hide or hair of him in, I think since the 5th. Bad news in my journey this year.
We're going to have
to take the caps off.
Moment of silence.
R.I.P. So, as I think we've mentioned before, I've talked about the shed that I found in the spring. awesome deer. I was super excited to get a chance to hunt them. Unfortunately, somebody had found him dead before the season even started.
Yeah.
They say it was EHD that got him. They found him in a creek bottom not far from where I found the shed. He was an absolute giant this year. He put on so
huge,
much
dude.
antler. It was ridiculous.
So you sent me that picture, and like a week or two before, somebody had been in here and showed me that picture, and I didn't even connect the dots to tell you about it. Not that I wouldn't want to tell you anyway, but
Yeah, it broke my heart.
Yeah.
It did. I was prepping because I had said the first week or two I'm going to hunt my private land and see how that goes. And then, like, now I'm going to go hunt that.
I think you just talked about it last week, how excited you were to hunt that buck this week.
Yeah, I was pumped. I went and actually bought another trail camera, and I was going to go over there and just scout and put a camera up, and I was going to hunt him. And then it was literally the day after I bought the camera that my dreams were shattered. The guy I work with, he knows a lot of people in the area, and he got a picture of the deer dead in the creek, and he's like, "Oh, did you hear about that big buck they found?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Oh yeah, I got a picture of it." And he showed me the picture. I knew instantly what deer it was. It's like the side that I found was, I mean, it was a lot different. It was bigger, but it was the same. The same.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew instantly that it was the deer that I found a shed to. And I was like, it was like a punch in the gut.
Yep.
I was really excited to have the opportunity to hunt a deer like that, and now it's gone, and I don't know.
It was 170, wasn't it? Didn't they score
I'd
it?
say it was, well, I haven't heard an exact score on it, but if I was to put a score on it by looking at it, I would say he's 170-ish, either just under or just over.
That EHG's a real sucker.
16 or 17 points.
Yeah.
His brow tines went crazy. He had like double split, double brows, and then he had both of the brows were split, and then the side that had the shed I found, it like fanned out, and it looked like it was gonna have three big kickers. Well, it skinnied up. Still had the three little kickers on there. Had I'd say almost a scoreable drop tine. It was short, and then the shed I found, it was just, you could see something was forming there, but never did. And this year it might have made an inch as a drop tine, but his brow tines went insane, and he got so much wider. And man, he was a beautiful deer. Yeah. And I'm so sad that EHD was. I would have loved to have seen somebody get him. Somebody shoot him with a bow. Rifle, I guess. Yeah. But it would have been nice to see a hunter harvest that deer. I wish it would have been me, but nope, a bug got him. So it's sad ending to what I thought was going to be a cool story.
Yep.
I haven't given up the public land thing yet. I'm still gonna trek it and see what happens, I guess.
Did you get your membership to Backcountry Hunters and Anglers yet?
Not yet, no. I need to get one of those sweatshirts of the public landowner.
Yeah.
Now that
I mean, if you hunt a public 3 times this season, I think you have to join.
Yeah, I think you qualify to join.
Backcountry Hunters and Anglers.
I'm going to do it.
Then you could be a secret anti, like they are.
No, I don't know how I'm going to hunt this year. The camera footage has been depressing. Everything's just kind of off right now. Still gonna hit the woods when I can and try to see what I can accomplish. But
yeah, I think tailgating was long yesterday. I think I was expecting a lot more buck to come in with that cold front last week.
Mm-hmm.
I think I said earlier it's 12 12 or 13 right now on the bucks that have been checked in. And there's been one or two that people called me and said, well, it's at the processor. Can I bring it later? I'm like, yeah, as long as you have the horns on the skull plate and
Yeah.
the tag.
Yeah, you can bring it in whenever. You don't have to have the head.
Yeah. I told you Brian worked Saturday.
Yes.
He brought his rack in. I told you beforehand,
Yeah.
but I'm going to say it on the podcast. So the picture I posted on the Facebook, and because Brian's always been a super big part of my life, especially with archery. And so in the picture, I was like, that's a pretty good buck.
Really nice deer. I mean, just a really nice Pennsylvania buck.
Obviously, for me, a monster.
Yeah.
But in the picture, Brian's killed some humongous bucks.
Yeah, he's killed some giants.
In the picture, I'm like, that's a really good buck, but he's really busy with work. Maybe just wanted to get it done with. He brought the rack in here. Seeing it in hand, the body on that deer was absolutely massive. It makes the rack look above average and not huge like it is. He brought it out of the truck, and I'm like, what, is that this year's buck? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh my God.
It's a lot bigger than you think.
Yeah.
The camera doesn't do him any justice.
No, but yeah, really nice buck. Way bigger in person.
That's awesome. Brian deserves it. He's a great guy.
I wish he would have left it here for a week or two, but hey, whatever.
Yeah, I saw the pictures of it, and it was still just beautiful deer.
Yeah.
I was extremely happy for him.
Yeah, and he's had a lease for 15 years or something. He ended up, I think they sold it or something. He lost it this year, and so he's like, yeah, I don't even know, I don't know, and yeah, he still made it happen.
Still made it happen on a giant.
Classic Brian. He puts the time and the work in, though. So
yeah,
he
for sure.
Definitely deserves it.
Hunting's a huge part of his life. So.
Yep. Yeah. Now he can worry about work. He works. He works for a tool and die, company, DMG Moore, and he's all over the frickin' place. Like, he's in Cincinnati today. He's in Syracuse tomorrow. So he definitely he doesn't have a whole lot of time for work. So yeah, and now he can worry about going out to Idaho. He's going out there a couple more times this year. So. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So yeah, you did hunt public.
Yeah.
Since the news.
Yeah, I went tonight before I came here. I saw one deer walking out. A lot of squirrels. If you guys, want to go squirrel hunting, they're all over.
Can't tell you where to hunt.
Yeah. There was two other guys in there with me. They were. I talked to the one. He was very nice. He kind of just seemed like relaxed. He had his crossbow, and he just, he wasn't packing a stand or anything. I'm guessing he has like a ladder stand in there that he hunts or something. And I actually saw him walking out, but I took a different route. I went out the one side in the field, and that's where I seen one deer. But I didn't see any during my sit. Just the squirrels were keeping me busy.
There's a ton this year.
Yeah, and it's like they've learned to walk like deer.
Yeah.
So every time you hear one walking, you're like spinning around like, is that a deer?
I bet 7 out of 10 that I see are black squirrels now, too.
I see a ton of black squirrels anymore. I've seen 3 behind my dad's. I saw at least one tonight. I don't know if it was the same one just running around me or multiple, but it seemed like he was all over the place. So there's probably more than one. But I remember you never used to see them. I shot one years ago, and I actually have it mounted because it was like such a rare thing to see. I got it mounted. It was a couple $100 or whatever. He's on a little limb, but it's hanging in my little hunting room in the basement, and something to look at.
Yeah. Heck yeah. Hey, before season, we talked about our setups.
Yes.
About what we were going to be hunting, what we were going to be running this year. I told you we were just going to adopt the term.
Yep, we're just going to use it now.
So you've been running it for a week and a couple days now. How are you liking your setup?
My private land setup is flawless.
Okay.
I love it. I've been in the past I've always used hang-ons. I use climbing gaffs, and I love my climbing gaffs because I can get any height for any situation. You know, if it requires me to go 30 feet in a tree, I can go 30 feet in a tree. If I only need to go 12 feet, I can go 12 feet, 8 feet. Doesn't matter. I have no limit. I ran my public land setup tonight for the first time, and it actually was very nice. I have my Ranger hybrid. With my gaffs, it's a little tricky.
You did not use those tonight, though.
I did not use those tonight.
Correct.
I used my climbing sticks tonight. But on my private land setup with my gaffs, it's a little bit tricky. I got to make sure that I'm tied in as soon as I hit my platform. Like I'll run up, and I only use my lineman's rope because when I'm hanging the stand, so that I can use both my hands, and then I take it off, and then I get up on, and then I'll put my tether on. But I gotta make sure I put my tether on because with my gaffs on my feet, stepping on a little platform, it's a little
slippery,
uncertain sometimes. Yeah. So I gotta make sure as soon as I get up on there, I put my tether on. That way I don't lose my balance and slip and fall. That would be it. Depending on how high I was. Either way, it's still going to hurt. So yeah, with that Ranger, the feet room is okay. I make it work, you know.
And you got some big old feet on you.
Yeah, I wear a 14, so it's a little tricky on anything, really. I could have, my 1.0 is about the only thing that I had, like, a lot of foot room on.
These size 7s fit on anything.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, man, I wish I had smaller feet. But
sometimes I'll tip. Sometimes I tip over because my feet are tiny and my head's ginormous. But for hunting,
a little top heavy. Tonight I used my public land setup, which I don't. Typically, I use a screw-in bow hanger and I have another little screw-in bow hanger that I use to hang my gaffs on once I'm up there. But today I had my climbing sticks. I used the Lone Wolf Custom Gear single step sticks with a 20-inch aider, and I only take 2 of them. I can get like 14 feet
with 2 sticks.
With 2 sticks.
They both have an aider?
Yes. Yeah, I can really stretch out.
Yeah, I can almost get that high with 4 sticks.
Yeah, I can get pretty high. I think tonight I was about 12 feet, give or take. You know, I wasn't really trying to stretch out too far, and I didn't really need to get any higher. But I got a bow hanger that's has an am steel rope with a Prusik knot on it and like a tender thing, and that actually worked really well. And I might just go to using that with my setup altogether because I just put it in my pouch underneath my tether. That way I pull my tether out first, hang that, pull the bow hanger out, hang that, and it worked really well. And it's got 3 accessory hooks on it too, so I could even hang my gaffs up there, and it's much quicker than screwing in a bow hanger. Because and depending on the tree, you know, you get a nice soft maple or something, a screw-in bow hanger doesn't go in too bad. But you're in like a cherry or something, a hardwood, it can be a little.
Plus, it's so much movement screwing that in.
Yeah,
yeah.
Plus, it's just something else to make you sweat. Because I've gotten to sweat trying to get, you know, if it's a cherry or
just
something.
Just spray some of that nose jammer on yourself.
Yeah.
We're joking.
Kidding. I'd never do that. Not here. But yeah, my public land hunt went very well. Not really that disappointed that I didn't see anything. I've seen does at home and stuff like that. I haven't seen anything with enough antler yet.
Yeah.
I have seen 2 legal buck. They weren't close enough anyway, even if I did want to shoot them, which not yet.
So, your climbing setup, you like all that?
Yes.
How's your bow and everything? Your arrows?
They're great.
Everything's. I know you haven't killed anything yet, but
right. I I had rages forever, and then I come here and I got 2 packs of those beast broadheads, which I'm super excited about. I really want to try them out. Like I said, I shot the practice tip with my arrow set up, flawless. I mean, it
Yeah.
darts. The bow's awesome, shoots fast. The only thing, I don't know if I should say this or not, my sight. With my sight, when I'm riding my bike, I notice that if I hit a bump or something and my sight like hits my back, sometimes it'll move my sight housing and it won't be straight. So when I get in my tree, I have to, especially if I ride my bike. When I don't really worry about it because I'm carrying my bow and I don't typically bash it off every tree that I walk by.
Yeah.
But
I told you got to call them. I bet they would.
I know they would make it right or send me a new one or something. I'm not
Right
sure.
now's not the best time, though.
Yeah,
So,
I don't need to switch it to a
Right.
different site right now. I have everything ready to go, and it's where I like it. So when I get my tree, I just make sure that my sight housing's not moved at all, and I tightened it, everything, but it's still. I think it's more user error than anything. But if I just make sure it's right, then we're good. But other than that, yeah, the bow's great. Very excited about the broadheads. I hope to be able to see what they can do. That bone evading technology is really intriguing to me. I'm excited to see what the penetration is going to be like. But yeah, I mean, setup this year, it's going really well. I like the Ranger. It's very comfortable. I've had to make a adjustment with my seat. When I started, I put the thin pad on the side that I would put my knees against. And I had the thick pad on the backside because I thought I was going to do more like sitting, like a hang-on type situation with it.
Yeah.
I haven't even done it yet. So, but with the thin pad on the knee side, sometimes my knees would get a little uncomfortable because the thin pad's not much. So tonight, before I went and hunted, I went home and I took my seat off and just spun it so that the thick pad was on my knee side, and that was the ticket.
That was it, huh?
Yeah, it's so much better on my knees. It feels good. Love the Ranger. Love everything about it.
Good.
It's a little more, time-consuming hanging climbing sticks, though, than it is just to throw my gaffs on and run up a tree real quick. But
I mentioned on the last podcast that I wanted to get some gaffs. The problem is I hunt mainly on my Uncle Ray's property, and my Uncle Ray's property is about like hunting public.
yeah,
No screw-in steps, no screw-in bow hangers, no. Uncle Ray, he likes his trees.
and that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Like, we, don't really care, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know trees very well, but
I don't
think it
either.
really hurts so much.
I don't think it really does either. I've never seen a dead tree that I've, like from years of climbing. I've climbed, the same tree multiple times, and usually the next day when I go back there, I can't even like hardly tell that I even climbed up the tree. The gaff where it does mark the bark.
Yeah.
That was
Okay.
yeah.
like that.
So where it does leave marks in the bark, those are usually like basically sealed up
Yeah.
the next day, and like I haven't seen any issues caused by it or bow hangers or anything like that. No, I will say the old wooden stands. Back in the day where you're using like big lags and you got this elaborate wooden tree stand up in a group of 3 trees. Those trees didn't last forever.
There's some lasting effects on those trees.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't think a little gaff's going to do much.
I don't think so. But again, I don't know trees. So I don't know.
Not any more than the teeth on like a a hang-on stand
That's-
or your platform.
When we were all
Some
using
of them are
climbing
pretty-
stands, we had to make sure. So the loggies always had the rubber pieces, and then they started doing the ones with the teeth. No climbing stands with teeth on
No
Uncle Ray's
teeth.
property. Nope. But I'm not Uncle Ray. You don't listen to this. I'm not complaining.
No, it just is what
Yeah.
it is. You respect that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, sounds like all your setups you're running are doing well for you.
My running. Yeah. It takes me about, even tonight, it was about 5 minutes, maybe, getting fully set up,
Yeah.
ready to hunt. So typically, I think with my gaffs, it's about 3.
Yeah.
It just doesn't take as long to climb up the tree. But yeah, it's going good. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a stellar year once things pick up. We're kind of in the transition phase right now where they're kind of not showing themselves and moving.
All my bucks
moving
have
around
been at night.
Yeah. Of course, I haven't had anything even at night, so
Yeah.
it's a little discouraging.
I had that nice funky one that I showed you. That was daylight. I'd shoot the crap out of them.
Oh yeah.
Some of the people have brought bucks in for the buck pull. They're like, no, it's not very big. I'm like, you're talking to the perfect guy for a buck like this because I just shot it.
Yep. I tend to be slightly more picky, not like a ton. If a 115-inch buck comes up to me and gives me a good shot, I'm gonna shoot it every year.
Did you say 15? 115. Gotcha.
115. Yeah, I mean that's a dandy by anyone's standards, and it's a dandy by mine. I'm gonna shoot it.
Yep.
Every year.
Absolutely.
If I can do that every year, I'd be tickled.
Yeah.
Hopefully I get something like that this year. But we'll see. It's early. It's still really early.
I've already changed Nolan's setup a little bit.
Have you?
Yeah, so I had that R26 with the sniper scope,
Yes.
with just the one dot, and you got to crank it just like a slider sight, And then, I guess this all happened before last episode. When them doe were in there, and I was constantly, ranging them, moving this thing. It's just got the one dot, and I'm like, I don't like this. So I put just a normal Raven scope on it, 20, 30, 40, 50, blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
And I feel much better with them with that, because I'll just range it, be like, hey, 30, 20, whatever. So yeah, I'm more comfortable with that, and so I said that we're not elevated hunting this year. We did use that 2-man ladder stand. That was nice. So the ghost blind works well. I don't like hunting on the ground. I hate it.
Yeah, I've never been like a huge fan of it. I know some people love doing it. I've killed a deer off the ground with my bow.
If you can do it, that's super cool.
It was like a fluke. You know what I mean? It was just the situation at the time, and that's the only reason it happened. I wasn't hunting off the ground.
I just don't like hunting from the ground, man. I cannot wait till I can get a tree stand with me. And next year, I'll get some 2-man ladder stands. This year I don't feel like dealing with that.
They're a lot. Like, they're heavy, cumbersome, not exactly the easiest thing in the world to put up.
Yeah.
Especially if it's just you doing it.
Yeah. And I like being mobile. I always have my whole life. Like I always used the climber, and then went to the saddle, then went to the hang-on, and and now the ghost blind. I just want to be able to set up where I feel like setting up.
Yep.
And with the ladder stand, that's where you're hunting.
Yeah. It's set up, and that's where you're going to go. Of course, back in the day, that's all I did.
Yeah.
I hunted one ladder stand, basically just one, all archery season, and everyone's like, oh, you can overhunt spots. The ladder stand that I had was like, I hunted it every single day, and there was always that period of time where, like right now, where you didn't see much.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, I overhunted it or something. But I'd just keep hunting it because I had nothing else. And then when it got good, it was good. I didn't seem to have the overhunting problem, even though back then I didn't, it's kind of like now I didn't care about like scent, stuff like that. I just hunted.
Yeah.
I've been trying to pay attention to the wind this year, which is super frustrating because we don't get a constant wind.
I give up on the wind.
Yeah.
I
was just so mad the other night about it. Not mad, but frustrated.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, it's supposed to be like a north wind, blowing south. It's gonna be good. And then you're sitting up in your tree, and it's hitting you in the face, and the back, and the side, and the other side. It's all around, and there's just nothing you can do about it. Like, where am I supposed to sit in this situation? There is nowhere.
Yeah.
It's gonna be foolproof. I just have to get lucky, and hopefully the deer doesn't come downwind.
Yeah.
And if he does, so be it, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just get winded.
Yeah, it is. It is what it is.
That's a Saturday morning I hunted. I saw 5 doe. And the wind was fairly consistent. It was still pretty much all over the place, but more one direction than all the others. Mm-hmm. And she come up around, and I was like, "Whoop, she's gonna hit my wind right about there." And she stopped, looked, turned, and walked completely away from me. So I know she smelled me. She just didn't make a big deal about it, which I appreciate.
Yeah. And then I've had a lot of nights where my wind is blowing, this way, and a deer comes in, walks right
through it.
where my wind would be. Like I've even dropped milkweed, and it's like, okay, that is actually where it's ending up, And yeah, they don't pay no mind to it. They don't.
I've had that too. They just don't seem to care. And then there's other times where it doesn't even seem like that they're gonna get my wind.
Yeah.
And for some reason they're looking around. They're all nervous and like, well, the wind's blowing that way. Why are you?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's tough around here and frustrating at the same time, but it is what it is. Just forget about the wind and just hunt. Like Dustin said to me, he said, "Don't hunt the wind, hunt the deer." So I was like,
That's deep. That's good,
I was like,
Dustin.
"This freaking wind," and he was like, "Quit worrying about the wind," which seems to work for him because he's already done.
Shirt's made. I gotta ask him permission.
Yeah, trademarked. Probably say no.
He might. So yeah, I've only hunted by myself once, and I was planning on. I got that one stick set up, and I got that 2.0. I was like, which one am I going to use? And then I sat in my dad's ladder stand. So yeah, that was my
It's
setup.
already there.
That's what
Perfect.
I ran a ladder stand Saturday. I was texting him. I was like, I don't know where to hunt tomorrow. He's like, just go to my ladder stand. I'm like, that sounds good.
Good idea.
Yeah, because I had to open the shop at 10. And I was like, I don't feel like.
Yeah, doing the whole setup.
Yeah, and have to
And then
pack it up,
climbing
staying too
down,
late. And,
Yep.
yeah. So I just hunted on the ladder stand, and boy, was it comfortable. I only sat down for about 5 minutes, and the seat doesn't have, like when you push it up, he's got a bungee cord. It's a really nice ladder stand. It's not like an old one that, like it should have some retention in it. But I noticed that, and I'm like, guess I'm not sitting down. Bummer.
It's all right. It's better to be standing up and ready anyway, right?
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to feel to sit in a hang on after I've been strictly saddle hunting this whole time, and I do have a couple hang ons out there that I'm going to hunt. So,
So you've been saddle hunting, and you are a quiver on or quiver off?
you have a quiver on,
Quiver
of course.
on.
Yeah.
So how do you do it? Everybody says they cannot do it in a saddle.
I'm not sure what the problem is. It works for me every time.
So when I was saddle hunting, when I would take, usually I take, my first arrow. This one I have a thing with 3, so I'm hunting with my 3rd arrow. So when I was in a saddle, I would take my center arrow out of my quiver, and that's where I would hang my bow hanger, right in where the arrow goes.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
I still put it hanging on my limb.
You must see. I always had a short hanger.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I use one. It's approximately 8 inches long, fully extended, I would say.
How long is it actually?
7.
5.5.
No, but anyway, yeah. So, yeah, I just hang on. I don't understand the issue at all, or what.
Well, saddle
Like,
hunt, so I
is
got to
it-
hang it on the left side, and that's where the quiver is. Yeah.
Hanging on the left side. The Hoyt quiver has a little hanger thing there. You can even hang it on that. I'm not going to. I'm just going to use my limb. I hang it on my left side, and my quiver's just against the tree. I don't know. It doesn't seem to stop me.
No.
The only situation I can think of and Wesley reminded me of this, and I ran into it as well when you run like a Lone Wolf Custom Gear like stand with the bow rest on the stand, like the little thing. You cannot have your arrows on your bow if you put it on your left side. And
see, my Lone Wolf Custom Gears have those, and I don't use them. I
didn't use them either.
I used it one time. I think it was,
and I never used them.
Yeah, and I think it was last year.
I almost kicked my bow out of the tree.
I put my bow in there. I'm like, well, this is pretty cool. Then I'm sitting there like this, like, oh God, I don't want to touch that. And the one time I relaxed and I touched my bow, and I was like, "Ugh."
Yes. Yeah, so I had them on there. I had one on my seat, and I had one on the platform. And I like you said, I used it like one time, and I almost knocked my bow out of the tree, and I just put them in, and I never used them again. No, they were like $50 a piece. But yeah, that's the only situation I can think of where you just can't, because your arrows wouldn't allow you to have it in that bow hanger or holder. It's not necessarily a hanger. It's not hanging. It's holding.
It's hanging off the side of your stand.
Yeah, we'll call it
Bow. What do they call it?
I think it's holder.
Is it holder?
I think so.
It just sounds so weird.
It does. I like bow hanger.
Yeah, I like hanger better. They call it the sidekick.
The sidekick bow holder.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Really
it's holder.
My new bow press came in today.
Oh yeah, I see it over there.
Dude,
Thing's beautiful.
Pretty excited about that. I mean, it sucks that I had to buy it. I didn't have to buy it yet, but that old one was making some weird noises.
Yeah, and there's
not the time of year for a bow press to go down.
No, and there's a lot of energy in that, and if something were to happen,
and like the bolt on the motor had already broke once. I had to replace that, not with the proper bolt. I'll say so. Who knows how long that was going to last? So I got a hold of Last Chance Archer. Maybe I've already talked about this. My memory's shot. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. I looked up all sorts of different bow presses, and there's 2 or 3 other companies out there that, they look like pretty decent bow presses, and I thought about calling them, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to stick with Last Chance Archery. So I got they're
tried and true.
The Power Deluxe Ultimate so-and-so, blah, 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 the nicest one they got.
The thing's nice.
It was pretty sweet.
I love the fact that you can tilt
it's got
it
it rotates
everything with it.
So nice. And hopefully that's the only bow press I'm ever going to have to buy until I add on and have to buy a second and third and fourth and fifth bow press, that's the plan anyway.
You really start pumping them out.
That's right. But no, I called and I was like, listen, I don't want to buy a bow press, but I feel like I have to because I cannot be without a bow press right now. I said, just give me the nicest, best one that you got. Because hopefully I don't have to buy one. So that's what I did. And I just used it for fun a couple of times. I showed you how it rotates and spins. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool.
That is.
I think it's going to be very nice. Like, that's going to take the place of my vise.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, you won't even need that anymore. You can tilt it right up and look at it and do all the leveling and stuff like that right there.
Like that Chris B, I was watching one of his videos on third axis, and that's what he used. He levels the press, and then you tip it up and everything's level.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that.
It is a beautiful piece of equipment,
Thank you. Kind of proud of it.
I would be.
And I got the floor stand.
Yes. No more sawhorse.
No more sawhorse. And Rich always had it on the bench, And I decided to change things up. I got it back there, and then I turn around, I put it in a vise, turn around, I put it in a press, and I would say that it cleared up my workspace, but it did not. My workspace is a nightmare. I clean it, and then it's a nightmare again.
Well, they say a messy desk is part of a genius. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah, Albert Einstein had a really messy desk.
That checks out.
So there you go.
Yep. Hey, it speaks for itself, I guess.
That's right.
So yeah, what else do we have to cover? We're at an hour, just over an hour.
Oh yeah, we're up there again.
Yeah.
How's that ghost blind working out for you?
I like it.
Looks pretty nice.
Like, when I set it up and I walk around in front of it, dude, it is like it's invisible. It's crazy.
It's like the cloak from Harry Potter.
It is. I'm not kidding you. Like, it's wild.
That's pretty crazy. I've seen pictures, videos of people using them, and it's like, that's awesome.
Like, on their website, I'm like, it's probably doctored up. It's in this perfect situation. Like camo commercials.
Right. Yeah. It's always the perfect tree that matches the camo.
It's like they move, and you're like, whoa. But yeah. Very impressed.
That's good.
If I didn't hate hunting from the ground so much, it'd be pretty cool.
The only thing I'm sure that's not great is when something comes in behind you.
Your back is exposed, yeah. And I said that situation last week on the podcast when that buck come up from behind us. But I was getting ready to take a leak anyway, so, you know. But so the side you're on is camo as well.
Oh,
so it's not. So it's like green. They call it ghost camo, I think. Whatever, ghost blind camo. But so it's not like it's just black or something. So it helps a little bit, you know.
Yeah. And if you're wearing camo against camo, which we covered, we don't really wear camo. So.
And my solid pants, and my flannel on this morning. I wore the Asbel this morning.
I seen that in a picture. I was gonna comment and say, but it was on like a reel or something or whatever that's called, a story.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you comment on those or not.
I don't know.
I'm not savvy.
I'm not real good with it either.
I
don't know if you could have commented either.
Face space.
But yeah, it's pretty cool. I'm impressed. It's just at the height where when Nolan picks up his crossbow, it's right on the edge if he's going to hit the blind or not.
Hopefully it doesn't happen.
Like, I'll keep an eye on it. Everything.
Levi, Eric's boy.
Dude, yes!
Eric Hagan, the one that plays our music, and we had him on here a couple weeks ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, anyway, something 2, 3, 4.
Levi
something.
shot an awesome buck.
Yes, he did. And
that's fantastic.
Awesome. Eric sent me a Snapchat of, them recovering it, and it's another word I'm not crazy about is recovering. Them finding it.
Finding.
Yes. I almost made a comment, but we changed the subject. But it must have been not a short walk because Eric could track it, and he's colorblind.
Yeah, he said when it was running away, you can see the blood on the side of the deer. So
that's pretty. Yeah,
that's impressive.
That's pretty good. He's using the Magnus Black Hornet broadheads, I believe. They're fixed blade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I asked him what they were. They're like a short, wide kind of broadhead. I looked them up. And they make a 2-blade and a 4-blade, which are just bleeders. I don't know if he's got the 2 or 4. Next year, that's another thing. I need to get some Magnus broadheads in here for next year.
Yeah, they're a pretty popular head. I feel like a lot of people use them still, and they've been around for a long time.
Yep. They're like the Muzzy. They've always been around. But I forget how far you said it went. 40 or 50 yards, maybe?
Yeah, it wasn't too far.
Yeah.
He said they watched it go down, I think he said this morning when I talked to him.
Yeah, but freaking awesome, Levi.
Yeah, stellar shot. It was a really good shot.
Yep.
Right where it was supposed to be.
He's got the Killer Instinct crossbow.
Yeah.
Yep. Those things are nice. The Boss 405, they're cheap. They shoot 400 feet per second. They got adjustable stock. They don't weigh much. Like when a kid comes in here, I just had a young kid, was that Friday? Ray J was his name. It was funny. He added me on Snapchat. Ray J. I didn't know who the heck it was, and there's no pictures of anybody. And he messaged me. He's like, "Hey, I got your name from," I forget who he said. He's like, "Do you do trades? I got a Matthews." I'm like, I didn't know how old he was, I'm like, "Yeah, bring it in. I'll check it out, He came in. He was 14 or 15, I think. He had a Matthews DXT that's here now. And if anybody's looking for a DXT, and I love the kids, man. So I hooked them up.
Yeah,
so
you got to help the kids out and get what they want.
He had the crossbow with a case, some arrows and stuff. It's all set up, They even had a release. He's like, "Well, I want a crossbow." So I took him over to that Killer Instinct Boss. I'm like, "Well, this is a great option for you. It's adjustable stock. It doesn't weigh much. I think they're $350. I said I could probably give you, I forget what I told him for the bow, not $350.
Right.
I said, "Do you have X amount for the difference?" He's like, "I don't have any cash." He was with his grandpa, and I could tell his grandpa wasn't, like, he had to buy some broadheads, and his grandpa was on the fence about that. So I'm like, this kid doesn't have any extra money. I'm like, are you going to practice with it? I said, yeah. I said, you can try to kill a buck with it? He's like, yep. I said, how's a straight up trade sound? He's like, I think that'd work. So I'm like, all right. If a kid wants to get into it, man,
let it, yep.
And he's got the wherewithal enough to know that he wants a crossbow over a compound,
Yep.
for responsibility wise. I'm like, absolutely.
Yep,
He sent me a Snapchat, or I forget if he sent it to me or whatever. He was hunting Saturday with it, and yeah. So he was into it. He was excited. So I hooked him up.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he was just grinning ear to ear. I still need to make the post. I haven't made the post of me and him with the crossbow, but yeah, he was all excited.
So that's the same one that Levi's using.
Same crossbow.
Same one.
Yep. So yeah, great little crossbows. I need to get more because I had to tear two apart this past Saturday. So yeah, we my 10 points. I just talked to my guy today. Unfortunately, everything's on back order. So I thought I ordered early enough. I did not. So
yeah, that happens.
It is what it is. I can still get ravens. So I guess I'll just sell ravens.
Ravens.
Yep.
Is the Rent-A-Raven program?
It's not up and running yet.
Up and running
Next year I'll get that up and running.
Might be.
We don't want to go too in depth because I don't want somebody stealing my idea.
No, I don't think I'll have to do it.
If it's for you, you can rent the R20. You can even take the R18.
Ooh,
I would like to kill a deer with the R18.
Tempting. I don't know if I can do it.
I don't know.
Not yet, either. But I guess if I get, I don't know.
If I get desperate enough and Nolan's already killed something, it's going to be hard for me not to take one of them out later in the season.
Yeah,
I'll just admit it.
Yeah, you got enough at your disposal.
Yeah. And last Friday there was a big group of Amish folks in there shooting the techno hunt, and like I said, I changed scopes. I wanted to shoot it at 40 yards just to make sure. You just moved the feet per second thing.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to make sure it was good. So I knocked on the door. I'm like, hey guys, I'm gonna shoot this crossbow. I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at 40 yards. I said, don't come out. I'll let you know because I shot it inside. It was dark, and so I shot it. It was good. I went, no. I said, I'm gonna shoot my crossbow at 40 yards. They're like, okay, we won't come out. I close the door. I'm like, crap. Open the door back in again. I'm like, it's my son's crossbow. It's not mine. They're like, oh yeah, sure. So they had to razz me.
It's not mine, I swear.
Yeah, they were razzing me when they. I like them Amish folks. They're funny, man.
Yeah, they're funny. They're a good group of people. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we have some fun when they come in. But what else? Anything else for you? I think we ought to shut it down.
Yeah, I think I've gone through just about everything I want to talk about.
Next,
my public land depression and my
public land depression. That's another good one.
It was a tough pill to swallow, but
hey, that's why it's hot and not killing you.
That's right. There's more deer out there.
I haven't seen them, but people say there's more deer out there.
Apparently, there's some out there, so we're gonna look for them. We're gonna continue the search.
Hopefully, next Tuesday morning, we have some more exciting stories for people.
Yeah, we should. We have a full week of hunting, and so we should.
Yeah. Fingers crossed we don't have a stupid football game to go to next Sunday, so we can get in the woods.
That's it. This weekend I didn't hunt too much. We had a birthday party for one of Kate's good friends, and it was a blast. Went down to Marionville, the camp down there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but it was a really good time.
That's
we
good.
had fun. So got home midday Sunday, and I didn't feel like going out Sunday night, so I did not.
Yep.
We'll save it for the week.
Yeah, this week hopefully I'll get a couple people to hang out at the shop. I get Nolan out there in the evenings. Because I've said before, I'm an evening hunter. I don't like mornings, dude. So this morning I was like, it's morning, I'm on the ground. This sucks. But,
this is terrible.
No, I was with Nolan, so it was fun.
Yeah. It's always good. It's quality time.
Mm-hmm. We have fun. We joke around. Piss around stuff. And it's usually a good time out there. Get your kids into hunting, man. It's awesome.
Absolutely. I can't wait till mine are able to.
Yep.
It's a little early yet, but we'll get there.
Yeah. I don't know. Nolan's going to have to be about 18, I think, before I'd take him in the woods.
I know. He is a rambunctious little fellow. He's just like his dad was. He might have to wait till he's 12.
Yep. I've told you before, he's got Jones, English, and Beck blood in him.
He's high strung.
It's a deadly combination for you. You got payback, that's for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's just like I was, for sure. All over the place.
Oh yeah, love that kid though. He's
hilarious.
I love when he comes around. He's so funny. Always some good stories come out of Nolan.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But all right, guys, for real, we gotta shut it down.
Yep. We're at an hour and 20.
Yep.
Just about. So.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Yep. We'll talk to you next week and hopefully have some more good stories.
Email some stories in if you guys have killed a deer already.
If you guys have gotten anything, let us know. Be curious to hear from everybody.
Yeah. Oh, Randy can hear us shutting down the podcast. He's ready. Come on out.
Yep, here he comes.
Come on, Tubbs.
Come waddling out.
Oh, you want to come say bye to everybody? Come on. Boy. There we go. All right. Say bye, Randy. All right. Later, guys.
See ya. Randy.
Go get him.
Randy.
Get him.
Oh, the big man. Oh, who's your buddy? You'll be licking my face. You probably were in there licking.